All right. Hi, guys. Today we are talking about the new Midnight's album. My name is Mackenzie,
And I'm Anna.
and we are so glad to be talking to y'all today. So, here's a little bit about what we've learned about two of the songs. So, I'll let Anna explain hers first.
Yeah, so one of Taylor's new songs in Midnight is titled Anti Hero. And this is just a song about her insecurities, just kind of what she's been feeling, and how she has a little bit of self loathing kind of within her. And she wanted to bring that out in this song. And some of the lyrics in this song are: I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting rooting for the anti hero. And that kind of just comes back to how she can endure anything with her problems, with her self loathing, with all the issues that she's been having. And she wanted to kind of exemplify that to her listeners and say, these are the things that I'm struggling with. And there is a way to overcome that, even though you feel like you're battling yourself most of the time. She really just wanted to show her listeners that anyone can be going through anything, and you'll never really know that until you kind of get to know them. But Antihero is actually one of the songs that I've been listening to the most on Midnights. So I kind of was able to look into that a little bit more and learn kind of her reasoning why she wrote all of that.
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't listened to Antihero a lot. I've been listening to Lavender Haze. That's the one that I've had on repeat from this album. And yeah, all of her songs are pretty good on this one. I'm not a big indie fan, and I feel like that's more of the vibe that she's gone with this album. So, um, so I can explain Lavender Haze. So Taylor wrote this song, and she's let the meaning it's been known since like October of 2022. So what people were saying was that the song was about her relationship with Joe Alwyn, I think was his name, and some of the lyrics in there kind of portray their relationship pretty well. But she says in one of the lyrics, all they keep asking me is if I'm going to be your bride, and the only kind of girl they see is one night or a wife. And that is such a strong lyric to me, like a strong piece of lyric. Yeah. So she goes on, she explains, she's got many press releases about the song. She goes, the relationship for 6 years, we have dodged weird rumors, tabloid stuff, and we ignored it. But she quoted, the song is sort of about the act of ignoring the stuff to protect the real stuff. So I thought that was really cool. She explained on her Instagram post that Lavender Haze meant that all-encompassing love glow. So, yeah, the song is really good. I just yeah.
I feel like her whole album, like her most recent one, has just been it's not all over the place in a bad way. It's just
Mm-hmm.
she encompasses so many feelings and so many like ideas in
Yeah.
all of her lyrics, and it's ranging from like her personal emotions to her different relationships and love interests and things that she's going through, and it just totally relates to so many people. I feel like that was one of the biggest things that I've heard from her
Yeah.
album, like so many people saying this relates to me in this way, like this song literally touches on what I'm going through. And it's really cool to kind of hear that reaction from people listening.
Yeah, it's amazing when so many people can come together for one song and they have the same feeling for it. Like, I yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I think one of the songs on Midnights that is kind of more of a positive one, I feel like, from what I listened to, was Karma. It
Mm,
sounded like it was more of she sounded more happy in that song. Like she was talking about more positive things, like, it just how we can't always be super beat down with ourselves. Like we gotta look at the better things in life. And that was just with all of like the kind of more not depressing lyrics, but more personal and deep things. I feel like that was kind of uplifting and very encouraging amidst all of that.
I feel like a lot of her songs have been all about her relationships. And so it's nice to have an album where it doesn't all focus on her relationships with guys. I feel like that's one of the reasons why so many people don't listen to her, is because they're like, oh, she just always sings about boys. It's all about the boys that she's dated. But it's really not. She's got her brain is amazing when it comes to creating lyrics and writing songs, and she knows her fan base, that's for sure. So
oh yeah. And just like the past, I don't even know how many years she's been singing. I mean, I remember my dad would listen to her when she was in her like young country era, but she's just, through the years, she's shown such a range. Like she doesn't just do pop or country or that folksy style that she kind of had the past few years. Like she can do such a variety and touch on more than just the boys and previous loves. Like that's just, it's really engaging for people. And as someone who doesn't listen to her all the time, it's definitely something that I enjoy listening to when I end up listening to her songs.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. I was trying to find a little bit more on the album and like what drove her to write it, but I'm not finding much more.
I know. I found some on Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I found a little bit of inside. So something that Entertainment Weekly quoted Taylor on in her reasoning behind writing Midnights was, she says, "This is a collection of music written in the middle of the night, a journey through terrors and swift dreams. The floors we pace and the demons we face. For all of us who have tossed and turned and decided to keep the lanterns lit and go searching, hoping that just maybe when the clock strikes 12, we'll meet ourselves." So I feel like that sounds like a song lyric pretty much, in the way that she's so poetically defined her reasoning behind the album. But it definitely encompasses kind of like all of the topics that she talks about in her different songs, about herself and her emotions, what she's been going through, the different relationships she's had in the past few months and the past few years even, and just the things that she's not only physically gone through, but mentally gone through that not a lot of people might know about. And I think that's really amazing that she covered all of that in this album.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's pretty inspiring. Pretty inspiring human being, and I love that about her. Well, it has been a great conversation, and we will see you all next week with another album review. Again, my name is Mackenzie.
And I'm Anna.
And it was so nice talking to you. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye, guys.